GloryDaze, the best of Morning Glory with PJ and Jim on Radio Nova.
With Apple Green, brightening your day. Now, bringing over 400 M&S food favourites to make every stop tastier.
Where do we go from here?
Anywhere we want. Anywhere we want, that's for sure. Weekend upon us once again.
Look at that.
Although, for the first time in 3 years, it's a pissy bastard of a day. Well, yesterday I got soaked. My God, I got soaked yesterday. Holy Mother of Jesus, I got soaked yesterday. In that way that, do you know what drives me mad?
It wasn't raining all day. You were just
all day.
Was it? Where
all
you were?
Day, yeah.
Right.
You up above the clouds so high, like that big weird bear from fucking Rainbow. Not in luxury unicorn mountain, but with lashed rain all day, and it got heavier and heavier as the day went on.
Right.
And then I had to go down. You know, I haven't downed the car no more, right? I haven't downed the car no more. Haven't down doing it, right? I haven't even doing the driving, right? Yeah. So I have the bike.
You've become very heavily influenced by the bomber, haven't you?
Haven't I?
It's like, have you been going? Has he been doing classes or something?
Yeah,
don't do the car no more. No.
Haven't done. You don't even have to do classes. He sends you a text message on your ticker immediately just for reading it. So I haven't even done the car no more, right? I have the bike to collect the kids. So and they're contained completely in a cargo bike, one of those big.
Like you're basically cycling a tent along.
Cycling a tent. I'm like one of those big hippie dads. I'm with my sandals and all, and I like my tofu nuggets in my breast pocket or whatever it is. But the problem is I bought expensive rain gear for that bike. Expensive rain gear, like stupid fucking, like a jacket was 130 quid or something. Do you know?
Okay.
And that's just a rain jacket. There's more warmth in a whisper, right? And the same with the trousers. So I've a good few quid and drenched to the fucking skin, and my william always damp. And you know the way. And then I have another jacket, this old army jacket. I got it for €30.
Yeah.
Never lets in a drop. Never in a million years lets in a drop. Yeah. That's I don't know what army you do.
You couldn't be having wet privates.
No, look, that's actually, that's a good joke, yeah. That's a good joke from Sergeant's punchline.
Talk about turning a positive into a negative.
But I just poured water on it.
So that's mad.
And it's wild. And it got like. It's the problem then is the puddles. I had a very domestically terrible day yesterday. Did you know there's a fucking plug in the bottom of a washing machine that if you undo it, water comes pissing out all over the place, the dirty water? Did you know this?
A plug?
Like a wire, like a fucking tube comes out, and you empty it into a bowl or something.
Right. Is this for some sort of cleaning thing or
something?
Yeah,
did you know
this?
As
opposed to it being plumbed in, or what?
No, like it's to clean out the stagnant water in the bottom of the pipes or something. Did you know this?
A
big filter and all.
That doesn't ring a bell to me.
Oh,
I assume it only comes into play when something goes wrong, does it? Or are you meant to do it all the time?
You're meant to do it fairly regular. I didn't know this. I'd never done it since I owned a washing machine. Someone told me I did it. They pulled out the hoses and said, you need to do that. I says, I'll fucking do that. And I did it. The smell of the water was so bad I had to smash the bowl.
Wow.
I had to smash it. I was like, that's uncleanable.
Jeez.
It's uncleanable. And I found a $5 and a load of hair clips in it.
Oh my God.
In the filter and all. And the smell, I can't spend the $5. I'm fucking upset over that $5. It's unspendable. You couldn't carry it in your trousers. It would stink your trousers out of it.
Is this part of regular maintenance?
Yes.
Or is this only when something goes wrong?
No, it's part of regular maintenance. I never knew this. Apparently you're supposed to put white vinegar in, baking soda, drain it. You drain it from the bottom, take the filter out, clean the filter, put it back in. But if you don't do it regular, you end up with that smell. And I am not joking. The whole house smell. I had to bleach the floor. I bleached the floor.
Jeez. Yvonne must be doing that behind my back. That doesn't ring any bells with me at all.
And did you know there's a whole bag of shit you buy and you have to put it in a dishwasher too?
Yeah. No, for cleaning dishwashers.
I didn't know that.
I knew about that.
I was
do you mean
like
salt and rinse aid and all that?
All this shit. Did you know that?
Yeah, I knew about that bit.
I didn't know that. I was wondering why when I washed the plates.
I knew my ice machine had a plug in the bottom of it.
What fucking ice machine?
I knew my ice machine had a little plug thing, little rubber plug thing that you can take out at the bottom of it when you want to clear out water, whatever.
Ice machine? What's an ice machine?
A machine for making ice.
Put it in the fucking freezer. That's called a freezer.
Yeah, you can have trays, but it was bought for us. It was a gift. It's actually, believe it or not, it was a gift from the bomber.
There you go. It was probably gave it to you when it was raining. It's like, it's a rain collector. I don't know what you do with the water once it goes into it.
I here.
There's a rain collector.
Get back to your filthy washing machine.
I didn't know there was any of that. And I was wondering why I would wash me plates and then black mould
In
would
the
grow
washing
on them.
machine, that's where you're going wrong, man. That's why it all went wrong. Stop washing your plates in the washing machine. Use them in the dishwasher.
Well, black mould was on them and everything. I was like, what's happening there? I'm going to have to smash them as well. I only have 2.
Have you thought about disposable? Have you thought about paper plates?
I think that's what I might do.
Recyclable paper
And
plates.
plastic knives and forks. And I'll just do it that way.
I just keep getting takeaways. Just keep getting takeaways, man.
Yeah.
That's the way forward.
I had someone else's takeaway last night. There's so much pleasure in it. Someone came around to the house and I was chatting away to her there and having a good laugh and all that, right? And then they went, oh, jeez, I'm stuffed. And there was like, honestly, I was like, you didn't fucking eat it. They were like, oh, they're huge. The portions are huge, aren't they? I was like, well, I'm finished mine.
Yeah.
You know, and she goes, you can have that. I'll leave that here for you. And you can
She meant like in subsequent days.
tomorrow. You can have that tomorrow for your lunch.
Yeah, well, thanks very much. I'll take it.
As soon as you leave the room.
Yeah.
As soon as you're gone.
That's it. It's getting wolf.
Gone, wolf, yeah.
Brilliant.
2 huge ones. It was very good as well. Oh, I was surprised, yeah.
What type of food are we talking about?
It was Camille. Do you know Camille?
Ah, right, yeah.
I got
Yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah,
Which
that's
I
good.
thought, I remember eating that and thinking it was great. And then I remember eating and thinking something gone wrong there. But maybe it was just a one bad meal or something because I had it last night. It was very good.
Is that the one that we used to fool ourselves into believing was healthy?
Yes, that's the one, yeah.
Yeah. That's always great, even when you can convince yourself that it's healthy.
Yeah, walking around with a pocket full of chips. This is a good one. This is a healthy one. They do this one very well. Even the Coke is healthy over it. Look.
Oh man, the health thing is we decided now because there was a conversation towards the end of last. No, in fact, what am I saying? Towards the end of last week, it was only yesterday. We had a conversation, didn't we, about actually getting back on the wagon, didn't we?
Well, yeah, back in the food wagon. I even went out. I'm not. Just as proof, I'm not messing around. I even bought a big bag of oats for porridge, €1.80, and I have them.
You're committed now.
I have them now. Yeah,
You're committed.
Now, having said that, I had 3 potato and cheese and onion croquettes for breakfast instead, and
a
half a ham
croissant.
and cheese croissants and everything. I don't even like ham.
Yeah.
And egg. We had eggs and everything as well. So it's just it's always a slow start. You can't just abruptly start though. You need to smoothing in yourself a bit.
Yeah.
You need to smoothing in yourself a bit. Don't you, Jim? You need to be smoothing in all a bit. Can't just be hard starting.
Jeez, I don't know. I don't know. Is the speech the first to go? What's happening here? You know, don't do the kind of more. No,
Don't know how talking
smoothing.
working now anymore because used to things that sentence come out not now thing.
So what's happening here?
It's weird, isn't it?
Maybe the sausage rolls have taken their toll. Maybe it's kind of like
Imagine that.
we're
Imagine how
clogged
embarrassed.
with fat.
Imagine how embarrassed you'd be when going to the doctor. What's happening? Well, he's starting to talk. He's getting words all round, toe, twist, don't make sense no more. And the doctor be saying, what? You know, getting words round, twist, don't make sense no more. Used to talk round, but not like in the flow sense as we used to be. And the doctor go, right. And what's been going on in your life? Many sausage roll in morning time. Have lunch, more sausage sometimes, then sausage for dinner. And they're going, you've got sausage complexities.
Yeah.
What happens is you've eaten yourself into a pork twist. You can't talk.
Yeah, you're suffering from the well-known porkitis.
Yeah, pork. Yeah. What happens is your brain is turning into a semi-sausage state.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, you are what you eat. So now your innards are similar to that of the innards of a sausage roll. There it is. So
Imagine, you'd be there.
and roughly the same intellect.
Imagine how embarrassed you'd be. And you'd be there going, sausage roll you have for me there? On the counter maybe. I go now.
Oh, man, why can't things that are good for you taste like things that are bad for you?
It's just
That's
the injustice of life right there, isn't it?
I tell you something. That's a big deal now because that's the kind of thing now you could abandon your religion for that. You know what I mean? You could actually question: is there a God if the only things that are good for you taste like they do?
Well, yeah, that's why I worship the devil.
There you go. You
Yeah.
see,
He's the one with
he
all the
doesn't
sausage
care.
rolls.
Yeah.
He's the one that comes out.
Well, exactly, because he's got the fire. So you know what I mean. He can do sausage rolls.
Yeah, and he's
pizzas and all, and pizzas and everything.
Talk backwards, mate, you in here. No problem. Everyone cares about nudging. Just eat sausage roll. Big round man you are. Have fun with me.
We're gonna have to now. Like, are you just replace them though? Do you? You're gonna go back full porridge, are you?
Well, yeah, they just try and gradually change other things through.
It's harder for me.
But I don't have to change. All I have to do is stop drinking fucking cans at night and then stop eating sausage rolls in the morning. Everything else can stay the same.
Oh, right.
That should be a very easy thing to do.
Hang on a second. How can everything say? You said you literally go through bagfuls of Haribos and all sorts of things, and you eat stuff. I was going to say off the ground. I meant like as in with the kids,
Yeah,
you know.
well, I'm not fucking talking about that, am I? I'm just saying that what makes a difference. I'm not trying to talk about being funny. I'm just trying to say if I top and tail the day,
Yes.
then I can still get away with eating food off the ground.
Great.
And eating Haribos and everything.
Yeah,
that's
fair
not the
point.
problem.
You're right.
Yeah.
Calorie control
Yeah, you know.
is all that's happening.
I'm not going to cut out everything. I'm not going to suddenly start not having jellies for dinner or anything outrageous. I'm not going to make stark. If you try to do that, you'll never get anywhere.
Absolutely.
It's too much.
And pockets full of chips and all.
Pockets full of chips and everything off the ground or
Yeah.
eating somebody else's takeaway when they've turned their back for a half a second. I'm not going to stop doing those things.
Yeah, because that'd be a shock to your body. Have you ever had that experience? Have you ever given it up and it's had a physical... Like, I remember, it's a long time ago, I don't take sugar in tea or anything like that, or coffee, anything like that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I do remember, like, you know, years ago, I did, and then I stopped. And you end up with, like, it feels like you're getting the flu or something.
Yeah.
It's a maddest reaction. Your body's going, here, come on, where's the other thing?
I know, yeah. And when I was in St. Pat's, right, in the hospital, I didn't realise all the tea and coffee they serve you is caffeine free. I didn't know.
Right,
I
okay.
just did not know, right?
Yeah.
And obviously I was in there for nearly...
Thinking about it now for the first time ever, it does kind of make sense.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah. And when you think about it, it does, right? The last thing you want is more stimulants, right? And I had no idea. And I was down there drinking the tea and coffee and just thought, whatever, tea and coffee.
Yeah.
And it makes sense why I was so weird. Well, no, there was a lot of reasons to be weird when I went in at the start. But anyway, there's no...
If I just saying that during the consultation.
Yeah.
So I just found out what's wrong with me. You know, you've no caffeine in your tea here.
You know that's fucking decaffeinated.
That's what I mean. Yes, I'm cured.
You had me driven mad. Yeah, I know. But then when I got out and I didn't understand the difference, I went and had a real coffee, and I swear to God, it sent me to the moon.
Yeah.
Like you said, that body shock. It was like, I was seeing stars, and
Jesus.
you know the way your skin feels. A little bit like it's
to be
somebody
fair to
else's
you-
skin or something.
To be fair to you,
Sent me
you
to the
do
moon.
seem to have a very instant and kind of, you know, not severe, but you do seem to be like when stuff
Affected.
hits you,
Very affected.
Affected. You do get
Yeah,
very affected.
I do
'Cause
be
like
very
for
affected,
example,
yeah.
I couldn't tell you the difference. I started doing this thing where I'd buy decaf tea bags for night times because if I wanted a cup of tea and I thought maybe that would help with the sleep or something. I noticed no fucking difference. Like, no difference.
You're like, I
whatsoever.
don't want to not be able to sleep. I just want to be able to sleep and then to wake up dying for a piss in the middle of the night.
So I don't notice it, right? But what will never ever leave my mind is that time myself, yourself, and Mike went for coffee.
Oh, yeah.
And you had you wanted to try the
pumpkin
spice latte
thing, the big one,
in
the grand
Starbucks.
thing. Yeah.
And I swear to God, you know, there's whatever that thing is called. Where you go into sort of like it's like a live coma.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Where you go
spaced out.
You're like, and you're there, but you're not really there.
Yeah.
I mean, me and Mike were speaking around you.
Yeah.
It was the maddest thing I'd ever seen in my life.
It was next step to PJ. Are you in there?
Yeah.
Hey, PJ. You can't hear us. Hello.
It was mad.
I know. Went into I just lost myself.
It was like
Completely lost myself. I can't even remember.
It's like you'd been on funny biscuits or jellies or something.
Yeah. Oh, it was like drugs or something. Yeah. I can't even
And
remember how it happened.
It was a Halloween themed drink from Starbucks.
Yeah. I was on the moon. On the moon.
So you do get
Very affected.
And it's like the time, remember, as you famously tell, the time when we were doing one of the food challenges and we had the chilies.
Yeah.
And I had the effect in my throat and I drank a bit of milk or whatever, and that was
jeez,
grand.
that was
You
unbelievable.
ended up having a day of rusty water.
I had to run off stage. I got sick and got the shits and everything. I had to run off stage in Carlo. Run off the stage.
Your ecosystem is in very delicate balance, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I text Jim and how are you getting on? He's there. All right, yeah, why? I'm like, what do you mean, why? I've just had an explosion inside myself. I think I'm going to die. I'm having an episode. I'm having a physical and emotional episode in response to it. Yeah. That was wild. That was.
And it's
but
true.
then he'd eat that. And he could just pour chips into a bin and go, eat the content. You'd look at the bin and be empty there. That was grand, wasn't it? There were some crusty bits that I wouldn't go for it again, but overall.
But in fairness, because I've seen it happen to you before, you do kind of get If stuff affects you in quite profound ways.
It does, oh yeah.
You know, foodie stuffs.
And all stuff. I remember the day I got sick in here and I had to lie down and put my feet up on the desk and everything. And you were just looking at me lying on the ground. And you were like, are you all right? I was there. Oh.
Sometimes it's more difficult than other times to work out what is drama and what might actually be medical condition.
It's all medical conditions. Even if it's drama, it's a mental medical condition.
But, levels. There's a difference between needing a plaster and needing surgery. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? I need to gauge these things out. When does he need a plaster? As in, you're all right now, get up, put your head between your legs, you'll be grand. Or when do I need to ship him off?
Yeah. The amount of times I've had to run away with ailments. I swear to God.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
I'll never forget, I drove home and you text me then later, did you make it home? Hours later. Now, like fucking, it was 6 o'clock in the evening. And I was like, I think I text back.
Yeah. Very well done on the spelling with that.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Suffer the mother of Jesus, Jim. I don't know if I'm going to make it. You took your time texting me to see if I was still alive, but thank you very much.
I've been sitting in the car waiting for you to text.
Oh, Jim. Thanks for caring if I'm alive, even if it's only a little bit. That's what I said. Don't be worried about me, Jim. Sure, if I die, life will go on for you at least.
You turned into your beloved mother for a while.
I did, yeah.
Why would you be worried about me?
Don't be worried about me. Don't waste your positive healthy energy on an old bitch like me. When I die, just throw a sausage on my chest and let the rats eat me in the garden.
GloryDaze, the best of Morning Glory with PJ and Jim.
With Apple Green, helping you enjoy a better journey. Now offering hundreds of M&S food favourites on the go.
Radio Nova.
I have to confess, I was never a big gamer. I was never really big into the gaming thing, the online gaming or the video gaming back in the day. Your PlayStations, your Xboxes, your all that sort of stuff. It wasn't really a big deal for me. You were sort of into it, weren't you?
I love sports games, yeah.
Yeah.
I love FIFAs and all that, and the football managers and the Maddens and all of those games. Loved them, yeah.
And it appears now, obviously football managers, PJ mentioned, or its variations, have been hugely popular. That whole idea that you play the part of the manager in the game, and you do your trading and you buy and sell players, and you have your matchups and all of that sort of stuff. It looks like we're getting an Irish version.
Yes, we are. Irish Sports Manager, a new video game hoping to become GAA's version of Football Manager, is going to be released at the end of August. We'll get a teaser of it, and then it'll be released fully in January. And that's what it's called, Irish Football Irish Sports
And is it
Manager.
one of the big gaming platforms, or?
Well, no, it doesn't really go into it, but it says it's going to be on a demo on Steam digital distribution platform for PC games, and then it'll get a full launch in January. And it says, you will be the banisher, not a chairman, not a director of football, the one on the sideline in a county jacket, appointed by the board that remembers everything. And you will have to manage your way. You pick a county and you manage that county, hopefully all the way to winning a championship, winning an All-Ireland.
Wow.
It sounds brilliant.
I mean, it's long overdue.
Yeah, no, I hope it's good, because there was a game years ago, the GAA Play one, and it wasn't great. And I'm so excited about being GAA, because obviously the finance won't be a huge part.
Yeah, because I was just about to ask you, right? So if you're in a county if you're managing a county side in this game, you've only got your panel. It's not like you're going to be trading players. You're not going to be buying or selling or.
So it'll be like motivational stuff. I hope they have motivational bits in it.
Motivational bits.
Yeah, like it'll be we've been off
Pull
form.
like a dog.
Pull like a dog, and you've been off form. So we're all going out for chips today. We're going to have a get together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Shawnee Murphy, did I see you in O'Callaghan's the other night? When I specifically told you we don't go for drinks in championship season.
I only had a lemonade. You did not. I did. I only had a lemonade. Shut your mouth. And then he walks out, and you have to figure out what you're going to do.
Yeah.
This would be a best game ever, wouldn't
Absolutely. And then there's the politics of it, because his brother plays for the team as well, and now he's in a huff.
Yeah. And I'm only after getting your man a job in the AIB. And he's after walking out in the panel.
Yeah. And I got his mother a new fridge freezer.
Yeah. I have a good mind to go and take it back off the mother. She never even said thanks. I mean, it could be the best game
Wow.
ever. And
Well,
all
it
the
is- it
kit's
is-
dirty. Who's going to wash the kit? Someone has to take that home now and wash that.
That's
you
true,
know.
yeah.
It'll be brilliant.
Is it only county level now, or will they do club level? Or?
Well, I'm not sure how in depth it's going to end up, but at the moment you pick a county, yeah.
Right.
You pick a county. So, and I mean, sure, just the disparity there. You could pick Dublin, and you'd be all very professional and everything, of course, Jim.
Of
You know,
course.
all the athletes and all of that.
Yeah.
And then you could pick Kilkenny football.
Yeah.
And I mean, you like all the hurlers and all just turn up and finish
On the sidelines.
and you
looking
get to
at them.
practice behind them in the park.
Yeah, and there's only 8 of you.
There's only 8 turns up, and one of them can't play because he's making sandwiches for when you're finished.
Yeah.
And you-
Oh, man.
the Kerry hurlers all come marching, and they have to share. They're one hurl short. There's a fella with a plank. Yeah.
That's true as well, because that's the other thing about it is, like, it's not, there's only limited numbers of teams that are going to
That are
be
very
realistically kind of,
Yes. Yeah. Very, very competitive. Yeah.
Like for example, your beloved county Leitrim that you feel doesn't even exist. Do they have either code?
But this is it. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. You'd have to go in, and you'd have to say
So
to
that
them
could be an interesting one if you actually have to teach them how to play.
how to play the rules. Now you'd be a full explanation. You're allowed to hold the ball. They'll be there going, with what? With any of your hands. You're allowed to hold the ball.
Yeah.
You
Any
can do
rel-
anything. Yeah,
Brilliant.
And it'll be the best game
I wonder,
ever.
can you play as a person then, or is this Spanish door just generic? Like, could you appoint yourself to be a bloomin'? Why can't it? Literally, I've just gone totally blank.
What, like a player?
No, like an existing Spanish door. Like, say, for example,
Like Jim.
yeah. I was going, exactly. I've just
Like
drawn a
man,
complete
Jimmy
blank.
up in Donegal, like.
So you've gone a blank as well, have you?
No, Jimmy's where I'm at. But and then he'd have to learn how to say, they wouldn't understand you if a Dublin accent, so you'd have to play the game by going, yeah, throw the ball over there, aren't they? Aye, catch
Yeah.
it with your head. Catch it with your head. Or whatever they do in Donegal.
You could be very good at this. You did have a spell on Celebrity Banished Door, didn't you? Albeit that somebody thought you were one of the players, but that's not the point.
Yeah. Remember that? That was, I met Roz, it was.
Yeah.
I met her, and she did Celebrity Band Star, and I went, Roz Porcel.
Yeah.
And she did it. I says, I did that too. And she goes, oh, no way. Who did you play for? I was there going, no, I was one of the Banisters. And she goes, oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
You do have a very GAA head, to be fair to you.
I do. But I don't have a very GAA body. I have a donut body.
GloryDaze. It's the very best of Morning Glory with PJ and Jim on Radio Nova.
With Apple Green, helping you enjoy a better journey. Now offering hundreds of M&S food favourites on the go.
A lot of people listening to us at the moment, of course, will be listening in their cars, part of their commute or whatever, and hopefully the idea is we're trying to make that a little bit less
Yeah.
awful.
We always do try and make it less boring, don't we?
In the on your commute. But what happens when we're not here? What happens when you don't have PJ and Jim to try and take the edge off while you're in the car? What do you do to occupy yourself?
Well, maybe we've bored you so much you have to think of something else. But, we all play little games in our heads in the car. Whether we choose to believe it or not, we all do it.
Okay.
And people have been confessing to it. It's like, what little games do you play to keep yourself occupied? And the number one, and I do this all the time, is, you put on the indicator and you try and get your indicator to match the flashing of the indicator of the car in front of you. And you know the way they be flashing, and then when it gets into synchronicity for a few seconds, you're like, yes! Yes!
How old are you?
Yes! I'll be there like that. And you get maybe 6 flashes out of it. And then...
I've never heard of that game before.
Yes, you have. You're an awful old pretend you are grown up.
grown up.
Yeah, you are. There's no way. You definitely have to. You never get that. You're
So
like
you
watching.
try and match your indicator to the car in front.
You're watching as they're flashing, and they're getting closer and closer to being in sync. And you go, oh, don't change traffic like yet. Don't change traffic like yet. And then they got in sync, and you're like, yeah.
Wow.
And then you drive off. You've never
Brilliant.
done that.
No. Funny
You're
enough.
missing out. You don't know how to live.
Okay.
You need to get a life.
All
You need to
right.
get a life.
I'll take that on board.
Or do you ever play the try not to stop on the box junction, even if by going even 2 seconds an hour? You're like, ooh.
Well, I mean, obviously you try not to stop in a box junction
but
because you get into trouble first.
Would you get over the rules for a minute? Will you? It's not about
So
the
what are
rules.
you trying to not do
Well,
it?
you know the way the light's red, but you're going on it and you're going, oh, I'm going to be able to do it. And
Sorry, you mean
keep
you
moving.
need to go through it. I
Yeah, but
get
you keep going, and then you're like, I'm going to go as slow as I can, but not actually stop the car when the light changes. And then you get away with it.
At least I get that from you. That's your kind of rebel in it. It's like, you'd nearly love to be doing that while the guards are watching you. I'm not stopped. I'm not stopped.
Yeah,
I'm not stopped.
I know.
I'm not stopped.
And then I drive off and pretend I'm a spy. And I'm being followed by the KGB and all. Do you ever do those ones? Do you ever play those games?
No.
You did. You never did
Driving home after doing the show, I pretend I'm being followed by the KGB.
Yeah, you'd be there going, that's it, that's him now. That's Dart Face. He's following me now. You never do anything like that, no? Or if you go round a roundabout and you're going a little bit quicker around the roundabout and you make the squeak creaky tyres noise to yourself, you go,
I may have done that almost instinctively. I may have done that on occasion.
So what you did is just so in case a stranger heard the noise, they got at least his tyres.
No. But look at Gary's one. Gary, I kind of get. He says, lads, I add up the numbers on the number plate of the car in front of me.
There's a good one.
If it's an even number, that's good. But if it's an odd number, that's bad.
There you go. Yeah, so you count it. Oh, no,
My
I
God,
need
that's
2 evens
serious
before I
levels
get
of
home.
superstition, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Or do you count train carriages? If you're stuck at a level crossing, 1, choo-choo, 2, choo-choo, 3, choo-choo, 4, 5, choo-choo, 7, choo-choo. You ever do that like that, though?
You know something? I'm not really sure which part of that upsets me more. The fact that you were going choo-choo in between it, or the fact that you went from 5 to 7.
Oh, did I?
And counted them wrong.
Did I? It's no wonder. I thought a Dart had 32 carriages the other day.
GloryDaze, the best of Morning Glory with PJ and Jim.
With Apple Green, helping you enjoy a better journey. Now offering hundreds of M&S food favourites on the go.
Radio Nova.
Obviously, the thing about festivals is, planning is a lot. Because, a
about
festival,
planning.
especially if you're camping and everything, having to bring in the right stuff with you, being properly prepped for it.
Oh,
Now,
don't
I know
forget your wellies.
that's not the way most people think about it, because let's face it, you're there to kind of just have the crack and
Go
enjoy
for it,
yourself
have
or
fun,
whatever.
enjoy yourself, throw
But
caution to the wind.
even if you're really looking to enjoy yourself, even that end of the scale, there's some preparation goes in, as
Yeah.
this story might
We don't
weirdly
suggest,
pop
we
out.
absolutely don't suggest you enjoy yourself in this way. But for instance, Creamfields is happening. It opens tomorrow, actually, over yonder across the water. And police dug up what they say was a huge stash of illegal drugs that were buried on the site before the festival sort of rig came. So somebody went in maybe weeks ago, maybe months ago, knowing that the festival was going to happen, picked a spot, like little treasure map type of thing, sort of went by the second oak tree as you enter the meadow, whatever it is. They dug a huge hole, stuck in all these drugs, and ketamine, MDMA tablets, multiple bags, 204 canisters of laughing gas, ecstasy, the whole lot, and then the ground was scanned and they found it. A guy called Superintendent Andy Blizzard, which is a hilarious name for a policeman that finds drugs. They said they found it, and they think that people think they can outsmart us. He says, "Oh, sorry, people think they can outsmart us."
Yeah, because you do need to get the accent.
Do you have to get the English?
What part of England is Creamfields happening in?
Kent. People think they can outsmart us, but we.
For all I know, that could be a Kent accent. I don't know.
Well,
It's your generic UK accent.
Okay, sorry, I'll do my southern UK accent. What is it? People think they can catch you, you know. We have a zero tolerance policy regarding drugs, right? So that's the way it is, right? And as you can hear that from London, so I'm not missing a boot. Right?
No, fair point. I tell you, so they are saying the people who find, I keep going to say the guards, but the police over there are saying this. It wasn't
is a
just
new phenomenon now.
It wasn't but it wasn't a weird thing where somebody had buried a stash of all these drugs for whatever, just to get them out of the way or hide them for.
No,
it was definitely pre-planned,
premeditated,
so that they then would go in, dig up the drugs and have them for distribution or use or whatever they would, Because I'm assuming at those kind of levels, that wasn't like a lad bringing a slab of cans.
No.
That's a very...
You would imagine it's a
assume
dealer.
that's a supplier.
But you don't know. You don't know because you never...
200 cans of laughing gas.
You don't know. Maybe it was one of the comedians that was performing at the tent and he was very, very nervous and he thought, what if people don't laugh? I'll release 200 cans of laughing gas into the audience, have the gig of a lifetime.
Brilliant.
You only get one chance to play a festival like that.
Imagine that.
And also...
handing out laughing gas going into a comedy gig.
And
The
also-
comedy tent at a festival.
And I'm telling you, Jim, it's very hard to discern what is personal use and what is dealers, right? If we were going to a festival...
Well, I would know, obviously. I mean, I haven't had the kind of heavily involved
Well, let me put it in
past
your
that
terms.
you've had with drugs.
Let me put it in your terms, right? Fairview Park when the gigs are on. Let's say you and me sneak around next March and we think, well, there's a gig coming on we'd like to see, right?
Right.
It's just someone Jim is into. Or no, someone I'm in, Neil Time, whatever, one of the good ones. And we sneak in and we go, well, the sausage rolls at the gig are going to cost maybe £8 each.
I see.
And we'd go in, we'd be, what do we need?
Yeah.
I'd be there going, well, we're going to need 200 if it's going to be a long weekend.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we're sausage roll dealers. We're not sausage roll dealers, we're just fat. We just want to have a good time. You know, it's very hard to discern what's personal use or not.
I know what you mean.
And people always say...
somebody might have an excessive sausage roll habit.
Yeah.
Says somebody. Might have, you know. So, look, you're right. Who am I to judge?
And you're caught with all these things. People say, oh, you're definitely selling them. How do you know? I was caught with a bag of sugar going home once. And they're like, you know, that's a lot of sugar for one person. Like, whole bag. You know.
Yeah.
What would you use a whole bag of sugar for? Why are they selling that in the shop?
Yeah. I don't know there'd be huge demand for individual spoonfuls, if you know what I mean. Anyway, you're right. Who am I to judge?
What do you mean, just
in
huge
fairness,
amount? You always robbed a handful of the packets out of the shit.
In the way that you described it, the idea that there would exist in the world a comedian who was, you know, so ropey that he might actually have to hand out laughing gas to get people to laugh at his gags. I mean, you know, by making it personal like that, I fully understand it now.
I'm just saying all to say, when I played a lot of festivals, Jim, and I just wish I'd thought of it.
GloryDaze. It's the very best of Morning Glory with PJ and Jim on Radio Nova.
With Apple Green, helping you enjoy a better journey. Now offering hundreds of M&S food favourites on the go.
Next year, it's Shed of the Decade.
Look at this.
They're bringing all the winners of the last 10 years are coming together to have a shed off. And
wow.
it's shed off. And it's the winner of that is Shed of the Decade.
Unbelievable. Imagine
Shed
that
of the Decade.
What a title.
Honestly.
What a time to
I
be
can't.
alive.
What else would a person want in their life?
But the thing is, right, this obviously that was seen as a huge thing, like, and referring to it as a shed seems just not worthy of it. But people do put, obviously people put a lot of work into their homes, making it the way they want them to be, or as nice as they feel they can make it. You know, not just, some people are obsessed with the idea of, you know, there's people who do things for themselves because it would fit with their lifestyle, and other people do it for a touch of the old keeping up with the Joneses.
Whatever you're doing it wrong. I can assure you that. And that's the truth.
Wow, it's quite a sweeping statement.
That's it. I've read the story. Jordana Ashkenazi, founder and design director of Element One House, she knows what she's talking about, has said that we're all doing it wrong. But she says, and she does like exactly what you did, the passive aggressive. By all means, if you like it, do what you want to do. Just remember that no one's going to want to buy it off you if you ever want to change it. She goes,
I don't remember saying any of that. But anyway, do proceed.
You said it there a second ago. The way, remember he said there going, why put wallpaper in your ceiling if you want? You're a Philistine, but that's as long as you like it, I suppose. You know, remember he said that there a second ago? He said, yeah, I once was in a house with a red kitchen. Slapped him in the back of the head and I left.
But see, again, it's a good job that everybody knows not to believe a word out of your mouth. Otherwise, the trouble I'd be in for things that I've never been responsible for. Anyway,
I'm annoyed with you today because you keep bringing up the underpants thing. I'm picking on you.
I didn't. Anyway, just get on with it.
I'm sorry. So they basically say less is more. It's still that. But then she gives a list of everything that's wrong, and it seems like everything's wrong. Like, you know, don't ever, she says, rip out period features like original fireplaces or doors or floorboards. So even if you have a draft coming up, the inside of your leg or your whatever, although I know what she's saying, that like don't be ruining things that would be a beautiful aesthetic of times gone by for something that might get dated.
Oh yeah, no,
quickly,
absolutely
right?
accept that. But like you said, it's one thing to say, oh, that's a beautiful period fireplace, and look at the mantle on that, and that's, oh, you could make a feature of that. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
But I mean, don't rip up old floorboards. I mean, if they're rotten, does I mean,
know.
like, or if they're full of termites or whatever,
Yeah, exactly.
Just mean, like, there's got to be some level
Of sort of changeability. Or if you keep getting herds of dead pigeons in your chimney and there's all flies and all coming down them.
herds of pigeons.
Whatever you call it. Collective group of pigeons. Like, then you're going
There
to
was
want
a
to
flock
say.
of pigeons. Oh, not even a flock. There was a herd. That's how many of them there was.
Herds of them trying to get into the red kitchen, and then you're going to think to yourself, it's more trouble than it's worth. It's letting air out of the house. I just want to get rid of it and go for that A rating after all, or whatever it is. And then it says, don't ever replace the home's only bath with a shower. She says that's a terrible idea, especially if not only does a bath look better, get a nice bath instead of a walk-in shower. Like people who may want to buy the house in the future who have children and stuff, they'll always be wanting to have a bath, or a dog, or fancy dog, or an elf fella who likes a candle, or whatever it is.
Like, yeah, because I mean, if a dog is buying your house, he'll want to make sure you have a bath, won't he?
Yeah.
So,
there you go.
Fair. It's a fair point
You'll
you're
never
making. It's a fair
believe
point you're
who's
making.
after moving in next to the gym. Scooby too.
Yeah.
And
Pluto was around the other day having tea with him.
I knew it was going to be one of them. It's the bat.
But yeah, the bad thing I'd had heard that one before.
Have you? I never did. And then also dramatically changing the front of your house is always a bad idea. It's like keep the look, whatever it is, but a dramatic change.
So you're saying don't put up those two big pillars with the two big sphinx dogs or whatever they are on the pillars.
Lions with human heads.
Exactly, yeah.
On the
yeah,
wall.
when you've got a terraced house.
In Walkinstown. Do you remember that? There was a fella won the lotto years ago at Walkinstown. I think that's what they did. They put up big marble lions. Instead of moving the house around, it's like, I don't want to move anywhere.
Yeah,
They're just like,
but I've always fancied a couple of marble lions.
I've always wanted a golden gate at the front with Terry written on it.
You've been listening to Glory Days, the best of Radio Nova's Morning Glory with PJ and Jim. Catch the show live weekdays 6 to 10 on FM, online at nova.ie, or on the Nova app.